Good morning everyone. Today's again we are starting our next topic, that is cleavage of the carbon-carbon double bond and single bond in different chemical reactions. So we are using different oxidizing agents to decompose the double and single bond that exist in between these two carbon atoms. That topic is coming under to this reaction mechanisms. In the previous lecture we taught you about how does the diol formations take place by the Woodward reactions as well as the Prevost reaction, and how does we are synthesizing our lactone type of compounds. But we are following the next step of the diols. How does we are decomposing the single and double bond exist in between this carbon-carbon atom. So generally guys, we are using the different kinds of the oxidizing agent. You know the oxidizing agents, the oxidizing properties, the additions of oxygens and breakdown of the compounds. Generally, we know about the oxidizing agents KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, but some more oxidizing agents are also available, and the few chemicals are we also adding in between the reactions to enhance their chemical properties as well as to regenerate the such kind of oxidizing agent inside the chemical reactions. So I am giving you few knowledge about and also just giving you some applications part of this reactions in which the double as well as the single bond decomposition is take place. So I am just giving you informations. If we are going to decompose the double as well as the single bonds exist in between these two carbon atoms or multiple carbon atoms, so we are using the different kinds of the oxidizing agents. Like we are using KMnO4 in basic medium. Okay, so the KMnO4 is providing the nascent oxygen is helping to decompose these bonds, and in these mediums we are also adding NaIO4. This is sodium periodate, that is sodium periodate. Okay, so we are using such kind of this oxidizing agent is also such reagent is helpful to decompose the double and single bond exist in between these two carbon atoms. Instead of this, in place of NiO4, we are also able to use HiO4. It is the iodic acid that is known as the iodic acid. Okay, so the such type of solutions we are using to decompose the double and single bond exist in between two carbon atoms. The whole reagent is generally known as a Rudolf-Lemieux reagents. So the mixture of these reagents is generally known as the Rudolf-Lemieux reagents. This reagents is generally used to oxidize the double as well as the single bond exist in between these two carbon atoms and giving you a different fruitful product like aldehyde, ketone and all these things. So after, when you are just decompose the double and single bonds by adding this reagent or this Rudolf-Lemieux agent, they converting this double bond into the aldehyde. Okay, and if you want to synthesize the acid, you just add a Jones reagents, and you convert the aldehyde into this acid. So that the reaction is take place in the forward directions. If you want to synthesize the acid from the aldehyde, at that time you are adding Jones reagents and you convert this aldehyde into this acid. So that is a way to converting a one functional group into the another functional group. But today's our aim is to decompose how we are decomposing the double bond and single bond, and we are getting the different kinds of this product in this chemical reaction. So this is a Rudolf-Lemieux. Okay, these are the more stronger reagents or oxidizing solutions in which we are able to easily decompose and convert this aldehyde into acids and double bond into aldehydes. Okay, the another reagents we are also using, instead of KMnO4 we are using another solution is also. Okay, so just another type of oxidizing agents is, instead of KMnO4 we are using the another solutions. The another solution is, or reagent is OSO4 with NMN. So we are using OSO4, and in place of osmium oxide, OSO4 osmium tetraoxide, we are using ruthenium tetraoxide is also. So that is another oxidizing solution, but this is not to be a Rudolph-Lumiex reagent. This is generally known as the Lumiex-Johnson reagents. This is known as the Lumiex-Johnson reagents. But guys, one drawbacks or one difficulties is arising here. The such type of oxidizing agent is not capable to oxidize the ketone. So it is not able. It means that such kind of solution is a weak oxidizing solutions if we are going to oxidize a ketonic compound in the given species. So they are not able to easily oxidize. Only the previous one, Rudolph-Lumiex solutions, we taught you, it is able to oxidize this ketone into the another one, but it is a weak oxidizing solutions. So they are not capable to oxidize this aldehyde into the another compounds. Okay. So guys, what is the function of the NMO? What is the full form of the NMO? Generally, the full form of NMO is generally, that is N-methyl morpholine N-oxide. That is N-methyl morpholine N-oxide. So what is the function of NMO? Generally NMO is working as a having a regenerating power to regenerate the osmium tetraoxide in the solution. Guys, what happens if the osmium oxide is participating in any chemical reaction, they are losing their oxygen. So the NMO is generally the N-methyl morpholine N-oxide is helping to regenerate this or the reoxidize this osmium, okay, and convert further into the osmium tetraoxide. So the function of the NMO is to regenerate the chemical inside the chemical reactions. Okay, that reaction is known as the Upjohn dehydroxylation process. The tendency to regenerate osmium tetraoxide inside the solution by NMO, it is known as the Upjohn dehydroxylation process. So that is the function of NMO. So don't be confused ki kya hai, which type of reagent they have given. There only one function is that it has capability to regenerate osmium tetraoxides. So these are the weak oxidizing agents. They are not capable to convert a ketone into the another compound, but they are capable to convert this aldehyde, okay, into the another compound. So this is also oxidizing agents. And the last one, oxidizing agents, is generally a very strong mixtures. They are also capable to convert a ketone. ये ketone को भी convert करेगा. That is a mixture of the KMnO4 in basic mediums, generally plus NH4Cl. It is also a strong oxidizing agent. This oxidizing agent is also capable to oxidize ketone also. Okay, so these are the oxidizing agents. So by using these oxidizing agents, we are capable to decompose the carbon-carbon double bond and single bond. Okay, so sometimes what happens? Generally, we are using NaIO4 sodium periodate. Instead of this, we are also using peroxide. The peroxide is also very helpful to decompose the carbon-carbon double bonds. Okay, instead of this NaI4. And in place of peroxide, we are also using one specific reagent, that is PbOAc4, lead tetraacetate. Okay, so that is another reagent having a specific properties. I am just giving you information after that when we are proceeding for the chemical reactions. So these are specific oxidizing agents is participating in chemical reactions. And you know NaI4, and you already taught you HrO4. It is the iodic acid, that is the sodium periodate. Okay, so these oxidizing agents we are using. So I'm just giving you some examples. Suppose we are following to the decompositions of the single bond exist in between the diol molecule. So the cleavage of carbon single bond carbon. Cleavage of carbon single bond carbon in case of diol. In case of the diol. So see, generally here we are using HiO4 as well as the lead acetate, but they have some specific properties. Generally we are performing this reaction in case of this cis diol, not in case of the trans diol. the trans diol is not capable to perform such kind of reactions. Why? Because in the trans diol they are not capable to form a cyclic ester ring. So if the cyclic ester ring is not forming, so at that time these type of compound is not capable to give you a sufficient product. Okay, so only the cis type of products are formed. But अगर कंपाउंड ट्रांस हुआ तो उस केस में क्या होगा? क्या उस केस में कार्बन सिंगल बॉन्ड कार्बन डिकम्पोज नहीं होगा? होगा. That time we are using a specific kind of oxidizing agent, that is a lead tetraacetate. I'm just giving you example. First of all, we are talking about the cis. So see guys, that one is CH3, that one is CH3, this one is O and H, that is a lone pair of electron is there. You know very well about that. This is also a O and H having a lone pair of electron. So here we are using HiO4. Okay. You know the halogens have the maximum oxidation state is +7. So halogen having a tendency to form how many bonds? 7 bonds. So what happened here? This lone pair is attacking on this iodines. This lone pair is also attacking on this iodines. This electron is moving toward oxygen, and this electron is also moving toward this oxygen, because you know the iodine attached with the 4 electronegative oxygen atoms. So here the iodine is behaving like an electropositive in nature. So the oxygen is pulling its own electron and hydrogen is behaving positive. So that's why this negative attacking on this positive iodines. So which type of complex is formed? Just I am showing you the complex, that is CH3, CH3. So this one is O and that one is also O. So the hydrogens after, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन की टेंडेंसी होती है टू बॉन्ड बनाने की, तो हाइड्रोजन इसको अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन लेकर पॉजिटिव फॉर्म में बाहर निकल जाएगा एंड दे गिविंग यू सच टाइप ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर. ऑक्सीजन किससे कनेक्ट हुआ? आयोडीन से. ऑक्सीजन कनेक्ट विद द आयोडीन. So here the oxygens connect with the iodine. This is iodine. This oxygen is carrying a negative charge, O negative. I'm sorry, can I repeat? Just showing by a blue chalk. That is also carrying a negative. This oxygen is also carrying a negative, and this oxygen also carrying a double bond. So such type of this cyclic structure is formed in this reaction. So what happened after that? After that, what? The next reaction, the next steps, here the bond is decomposed, the bond is moving after providing a long heat, so it's moving here, this electron is going on iodine and this electron is going there. So see, this is the 2 carbon atom, ये 2 कार्बन थे और इनके बीच का सिंगल बॉन्ड क्या हो गया है? डिकम्पोज्ड हो गया है. एंड here यहाँ से ये बॉन्ड इधर आया and this bond is decomposed from here and this bond is decomposed from here. This compound is removing as a waste product and we are getting, this is CH3, that one, C, that is, here is a component, one hydrogen यहाँ पे forms होगा, that is one hydrogen is here. This bond is coming here, so O develop a double bond. So that is CH3CHO, aldehyde. The another is CH3C, one H is here, okay, and this bond is coming here, so single converting into double, so it also giving you CH3CH double bond. So here we are getting, after the decomposition of the carbon-carbon single bond, we are getting a aldehyde. So we are getting an aldehyde by the decomposition of the carbon-carbon single bond exists in between the diol molecule and by using a iodic acid. So that is the helpful oxidizing agents to decompose a single bond in between 2 diol carbon atoms. So, but this is only take place in case of the cis. But if it is available in trans, so this iodic molecule is not able to form a cyclic ring. So if the cyclic ring is not formation take place, so the decomposition is not possible. तो ये केवल cis diol की reactions हैं, ये cis diol ज़्यादा तर performs इसको करते हैं. Okay. So the next example is, the next examples I am showing you in case of the, suppose if you are trying to perform your reactions in case of bicyclic compounds, here the one hydroxyl group is upside and another hydroxyl group is downside. So that is up and this one is down. So what does it mean? It is a trans molecule. And if you are trying to convert this trans molecule into ketone, suppose अगर आपका ये काम कर जाता तो आपका जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्मेशंस होता वो आपका प्रोडक्ट फॉर्मेशंस क्या बनाता? साइक्लिक डाइकीटोन by adding HiO4. But what happens? This one is trans, and what we taught you, in case of the trans molecule, the periodic or iodic acid is not capable to form a cyclic ester ring, so that reaction is not taking place. Trans case में अगर आप इसको डाइकीटोनिक कंपाउंड में परफॉर्म करना चाहते हैं, so it is not possible in case of this trans molecule because it is not capable to form a cyclic ester ring. It is down and this is upside, तो एक strain बढ़ जाता है जिससे cyclic ring formations take place नहीं होता. So that reaction is not take place. But after that, if you want such type of compound and it is compulsory to convert this compound into that one compounds, so we are using some specific type of reagent. That reagent is lead acetate. The lead acetate is reactive with cis as well as trans both. So we are using here lead acetate. It means the lead acetate have some specific importance. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा? lead acetate की एक अपनी specific importance है. वो एक special reagents है जो आपको क्या करने में help करेगा? Decompose. पहले मैं आपको इसी का example दे दूँ. This one is the bicyclic molecules. This one is OH and that one is OH. So that is a trans. Okay. So we are going to draw its conformations. Due to this conformation, we are deciding its properties. So the first conformation is to be like this. Chair conformations, you know very well about. The cyclohexane ring always exists in their chair conformations. One OH is upside and one OH is downside. So which type of compounds? Trans type of compounds. What happens if we are taking here lead acetate? The lead acetate is PbOAc, lead tetraacetate PbOAc and ONaC and ONaC. So what happened? Here the lead acetate is also not capable to form a cyclic ring. तो यहाँ पे भी अगर cyclic ring formations नहीं होती तो how does it reaction is take place? So due to this geometry, the lead acetate is only forming a single monoester bond. They are not capable to form. ये भी दो cyclic ring formation नहीं कर पाता. और अभी मैंने आपको बताया they are not capable to form a cyclic ester ring, so they are not giving you a sufficient product. But what happened in case of the lead tetraacetate? Here the oxidation state of lead is 4, so it is only capable to form a monoester bond only one side. ये एक साइड ही बॉन्ड बनाकर इस तरह की कंडीशंस जनरेट करता है कि इस कंपाउंड को किस में कन्वर्ट होना पड़ता है? आपके डाइकीटोन्स में, C. After that, this H is capable to react with HCO. तो किस फॉर्म में निकलेगा? HCOH. ये निकला आपका -ACOH. एसिटिक एसिड निकल गया. Here the O bind with lead. यहाँ पे O किसके साथ बाइंड हो जाएगा? lead के साथ. They giving you a specific product. This one. Okay. So the oxygens, downward oxygens as well as remain O and H. The upside oxygen is, this one is O. O combined with Pb, OAc, OAc and ONaC. See guys, what happened here? Here that bond is moving upside. That bond is moving upside and here the lead is gone outside. So due to this initiated by lead acetate, this is the monoester bond. Okay, so यहाँ पे जो geometries है वो इस तरह से affected होती है. So after that what happened? Lead acetate remove हो गया. They giving you a very good product. This one is cyclic ring. Okay, अब यहाँ पे कोई भी bond exist नहीं करेगा because वो bond क्या हो गया आपका? Decompose हो चुका है. And यहाँ पे था आपका ketone, that is double bond O. इसने डबल बॉन्ड बनाया, that is double bond O. If we are drawing properly, अगर हम इसको properly draw करें तो इसका जो structure formations होगा, that is like to be diketonic compounds. So only the lead acetate is capable to form the certain kind of or capable to convert this trans diol into this diketonic compounds. Okay, but it is not possible in case of the iodic acids. Only the lead acetate have capability in which the lead have oxidation status +4, but it is not capable, and that rate of reaction is very slow. अगर सिस के केस में लेड एसीटेट की रिएक्शंस कराएं तो सिस में लेड एसीटेट बहुत फास्ट रिएक्शंस परफॉर्म करता है. ओके, बट इन केस ऑफ द ट्रांस, अगर ट्रांस के केस में कराते हैं तो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन स्लो होता है. व्हाई द रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इज स्लो? बिकॉज इन केस ऑफ द स्लो रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन दे गिविंग यू अ वेरी स्टेबल कन्फर्मेशन, क्योंकि इस रिएक्शंस के लास्ट स्टेप में बहुत स्टेबल कन्फर्मेशन डेवलप होता है. तो उसकी स्टेबिलिटी, क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा स्टेबिलिटी होगी इंटरमीडिएट कंपाउंड्स की, उस कंपाउंड के इंटरमीडिएट की, द प्रोडक्ट इज मोर स्टेबल काइनेटिकली एज वेल एज थर्मोडायनामिकली. सो दैट्स व्हाई दैट स्टेप इज स्लो एंड दे गिविंग यू अ स्टेबल प्रोडक्ट एंड यू आर कैपेबल टू कन्वर्ट इनटू अ ट्रांस इनटू अ डाइकीटोन. ओके, सो दैट इज ओनली पॉसिबल इन केस ऑफ द लेड एसीटेट. अब सिस में भी देख लीजिए, इन केस ऑफ द सिस, the cis will generally immediately giving you a good product in case of the cis compound. So always remember, if you want to convert the trans type of product, so you are using a specific reagent, that is a lead acetate. In case of the cis, just giving you example of this cis, that is CH3. This one is also CH3. This one is OH, OH, having a lone pair of electron, having O and H having a lone pair of electrons. So suppose we are taking a lead acetate is here, PbO, AC. AC is acetyl group. O, AC is a acetyl group. O, AC is a acetyl group. O, AC is a acetyl group, guys. Okay. So this lone pair is attacking on that lead because lead is positive. Lone pair is also attacking and the OAC removing outside. इस OAC को गुड लिविंग फॉर्म में ये बाहर निकल जाता है. 2 OAC group is removed from here. Okay, so what happened? Which type of compound is formed here? That is CH3. That one is also CH3. Okay, the hydrogen is also removing क्योंकि ऑक्सीजन 3 बॉन्ड्स में है, तो OACH, OACH एसिटिक एसिड के फॉर्म में ये निकल गया. तो O डेवलप करेगा बॉन्ड्स किसके साथ? लेड के साथ डेवलप करेगा. सो हियर द O डेवलपिंग अ बॉन्ड्स विद लेड, इट फाइन कन्वर्ट Pb. यहां क्या बचा? OAC एंड देयर OAC. ओके, हियर द रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन इज वेरी फास्ट बिकॉज it not focusing on the stability of the compounds is only possible in case of that. Here is also सेम टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शंस होगी. यहां से बॉन्ड्स मूव करेगा इधर, यहां से बॉन्ड मूव करेगा इधर, और ये बॉन्ड मूव करेगा इधर. तो यहां से देखिए कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड क्या हो गया है? क्लीवेज. दैट इज द एप्लीकेशन, कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड क्लीवेज इन केस ऑफ द डायोल, जो हमारा टॉपिक है. सो व्हिच टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट इज फॉर्म? CH3 CH. ये बॉन्ड सिंगल था, यहां से एक इलेक्ट्रॉन आया, सो इट्स कन्वर्टिंग इनटू डबल बॉन्ड, सो इट गिविंग यू CH3 CH O, aldehyde. CH3 CHO, double bond, that is also aldehyde. So they giving you a aldehyde molecule. So that is our today's reactions in which we are converting or just decompose a carbon-carbon single bond exists in between this diol molecule. Okay, so that is a way. And which kind of reagents we are using? If it is cis, if it is trans, so different kinds of oxidizing agent generally we are using. The next ones I am just giving you some applications of this one. This reactions. Suppose आपके एग्जाम्स में a very wonderful examples we have. आपको एक एग्जाम्स में दिया कि कंपाउंड्स को डिकम्पोज करना है. सपोज दिस रिएक्शंस, अगर आपको इस तरह से रिएक्शन दी जाती हैं, दैट वन इज C double bond O. Okay, first of all, okay, C double bond O, that is C double bond O and H. और आपको रिएक्शन दी जाती है, that is NaIO4 in the presence of KMnO4 or in the basic medium. और instead of this आपको दिया जाता है HiO4. So which type of product is formed? तो हमेशा कार्बन कार्बन कीटोन्स या एल्डिहाइड के बीच का ही कार्बन कार्बन बॉन्ड क्या होगा? टूटेगा. So it getting OH from this side, और यहाँ भी एक OH अटैच कर दीजिए, तो क्या बना? ये बॉन्ड टूटने पे this should be remain as well as same. This is COOH. OOH, एक तो ये बना, दूसरा HCOOH, giving you HCOOH. That is the answer. So always the single bond exists in between the aldehyde and ketone functional group is decomposed always. हमेशा जो कीटोन और एल्डिहाइड के बीच का बॉन्ड्स है वही आपका क्या होता है, डिकम्पोज होता है. सो द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल, इफ सपोज गिविंग यू ग्लूकोज, सपोज अगर आपको ग्लूकोज दे दिया गया है तो इन केस ऑफ द ग्लूकोज you know very well the glucose, that is C double bond O or H, that is OH and H, that is H and OH, this is OH and H, that is OH and H, the next one is CH2OH. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is glucose. If you are adding NaIO4 तो सबसे पहले बॉन्ड यहां से टूटेगा, फिर यहां से टूटेगा, this is. The all bonds are easily decomposed and they giving you twice SCOOH, thrice, and they giving you HCHO, twice, and they giving you a CO2. It means the NaI4 is a strong oxidizing agent and it is capable to decompose whole glucose molecule and convert into a small fragments, and you are getting this fragment in the form of acid, in the form of aldehyde, and in the form of carbon dioxide. So these are the applications of the oxidizing agents. It is helpful to break down a single carbon bond exists in between the carbohydrate as well as in the other compound is also. तो देखिए यहाँ पे इस तरह से कंपाउंड को डिकम्पोज हो सकता है. The another application of such type of compound I am showing you. If this type of compound generally showing, suppose diketone, okay, I am showing you. This is a diketone compounds. अगर आपको यहाँ पे periodic HiO4 दिया है, so bond is always decomposed from this side. It's a small trick. यहाँ पे mechanisms बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. It's a small trick. So यहाँ पे भी OH जोड़ दीजिए और यहाँ पे भी OH ऐड कर दीजिए. So that is ये CH3 है. यहाँ पे नहीं होता CH3. CH3COOH. So you are getting CH3COOH. Bond is decomposed from that side also. CH3COOH. So how many? 2 acetic acid. अब आपका क्या है, सपोज हाइड्रोक्सी ग्रुप दे रखा है, अल्फा हाइड्रोक्सी. यहाँ पे हाइड्रोक्सी मींस OH, हाइड्रोक्सी कीटोन दिया है आपको. So here is also the bond decomposed from this side in the presence of similar kind of reagents. So यहाँ पे भी OH जोड़ना है, यहाँ पे भी OH जोड़ना है, तो giving you CH3COOH. So first of all you are getting CH3COOH. The next one CH3COH and OH. और आपको पता है that is CH3COH and OH. It is not possible the one carbon having a 2 hydroxyl group. It is unstable. तो इसको हीट करना पड़ेगा तो क्या निकल जाएगा, H2O. और क्या बचा, केवल O. तो क्या बना, CH3CH double bond O, aldehyde. So you are getting one molecule of acid and another molecule of aldehyde. So that is the applications of this oxidizing agent, especially iodic or periodic molecule as well as the KMnO4. And always remember the condition of cis and trans. Don't be decompose every kind of molecule. It is depend upon its conformation. The conformation is an important part of deciding the reaction is take place or not. So that's all for the day, guys. In the next lecture we are working some another oxidizing agent is also. Thank you.